that. Good look at Arista ANET going into the report with a nice rally. Tim Bigham joins us, option strategist at Buy Alerts. Tim, good morning, sir. You fishing for a dip here or what?
Yeah, I've kind of got certainly my line in the water in a smaller way. So taking advantage more of what I think is a little bit overstated IV in this name, given that, severe sell-off post DeepSeek, where the stock really just bottomed out around 100 level, did have a nice bounce off of there. So certainly some buyers stepping in around that area as well. But the upside, as you and Caroline alluded to, may be a little muted as well. The analysts agree with that too. So multiple expansion sounds like it might be difficult from here. So I'm just going out and really being a buyer on further weakness. Options implying about a 10 to 11% move on earnings here. So I'm hanging my hat down around that 97.5 level, which would equate to that lower boundary, and right below that kind of $100 support where it bounced after the DeepSeek sell-off, selling the 97.5, 95 put spread, bringing in around 50 cents or so net credit. So like that return on risk of around 25%, giving myself a nice 10% downside cushion. And the fact that I think that this stock probably will bleed out sideways. The market, as we're seeing today, having trouble making new highs. So upsides may be limited from here, but I think downsides on stocks like Arista and some of the more beaten down names certainly in this space, probably limited as well, at least for the time being.
Nice. I like that logic, given that the stock had a really good run, and what we saw from Cisco looked pretty good too. Even Juniper bounced on the earnings. Rather betting against downside than betting on upside.
Yeah, exactly right. More than happy to maybe be a willing buyer on, further weakness and weakness of over 10%, given the trade structure here, but really not chasing almost anything in stocks here. I think stocks generally getting a little bit, tired and fatigued, and the multiple expansion that we saw that lifted stocks is starting to slow down, especially with the 10-year yield at 4.5%. So I think stocks generally might have trouble moving appreciably higher here. So I favor just kind of using weakness to sell out of the money, put spreads, strength to sell out of the money, call spreads, play for kind of a range-bound market. That's kind of what I'm doing here on Arista, and given the fact I'm able to sell almost 140 IV this week on earnings, next week trading just under 100, have a very nice term structure vol edge this week for this trade as well.
All right. Looking for, or I should say perhaps angling for a stable stock and maybe a rally.
Yeah, we'll see if they will lure some buyers in at lower levels here to support the name.
Nice. Thanks, Tim. Appreciate the trade, sir.
You bet. Take care.
Selling downside and Arista Net into the report. Tim Bigham, option strategist at Buy Alert.